back to Markham, Ontario. This is where we're building our 2 luxury homes. We're in the basement of the 13,500 square foot home right now. This is where the underground parking garage is for 6 luxury cars. Behind me is that ramp where the cars come down, and as you can see, we're starting to install some of that structural steel.
So today is going to be a busy day, but we're organized and we're going to be finished pretty soon. And today, we're installing all the structural steel beams in the basement in preparation for the installation of the core slab and the first floor system.
Before we got to this point though, we were dealing with a lot of high water issues. The water table's really high here and the water keeps percolating up through the basement. So it was really imperative that we did a proper waterproofing of the entire basement. This is where we literally had rubber that was being sprayed onto the walls, and then we had a technical geo-wrap that goes over it. This process took about 6 days to waterproof this particular basement. After that, we finally were able to do the backfilling. Now this is really important. A lot of times guys make the mistake that they backfill too soon. Concrete takes 28 days to cure, and this is exactly what we waited for, and we started the backfill on the 32nd day. This allows the concrete walls to be solid and strong before they get the pressure from the machines and equipment pushing the soil back on against them. We got a 100-ton crane that's lifting 200 tons of structural steel. Obviously, this is in small increments, like the steel beam behind me, which is 7,600 pounds. All of this steel beam is going to be creating a subfloor for our concrete core slab to be installed later on next week, and then the subfloor system that's going to be with the wood floor joists and the plywood on top. So this is a really technical portion of the build. There's a lot of fine tuning. You'll see that we're sometimes cutting a little bit of the concrete, making small little welding corrections with structural column beams. Everything's got to be perfect. It's literally down to 1/4 of an inch. And that's important because we cannot cut the concrete core slab that's going to be coming in next week.
Today is an amazing day. The last Friday we finished to install the all steel structure, and today we have been installing all the core slab to cover in the parking underground.
We had a great day today. We're almost finished installing the core slab on top of the structural steel. This was a really important part of the component of the structure because without the core slab we can't commence any of the framing. Framing is going to start in about 2 weeks. We're waiting for the floor joists to be delivered. Then we're going to put the rim board on, and you guys are going to see, besides the core slab floor, on top of it now you're going to see a plywood solid floor joist system, which then we can start building the walls on top. Right now we finished installing the core slab. We got an 80-ton crane. You already saw the 100-ton crane putting in all the structural steel. That was finished on Friday. You also might see that we had to do some of the painting ourselves. In construction, things aren't perfect. The structural steel company delivered the steel. Regrettably, not all of it was primed. And it's so important that we prime the steel. Even though the steel is underground, you're going to get humidity, moisture, and it's going to start to rust. You can't call the steel company and get them to come and do it. You can only count on yourself, hence why you might have seen us earlier priming all the structural steel. A lot of welding going on today as well because we got to connect all those core slabs together, and you're going to see that we also have a little bit more welding to do with the last components of the structural steel. Great day overall. The main part and the most difficult part of the foundation structure is now complete. Wonderful to have you guys back. We'll see you at the framing stage.